Hey, this is Pierre Delaco talking. Look what came last night. There's a new icon here. And what is it? So let's click on it. And actually, it's a new Copilot for Windows. So let me describe a little bit about the new Copilot for Windows. So it's a companion that you can trigger on and off wherever you want on whatever screen. And you see the screen is resized automatically. So if I go, for example, in Teams, let me turn it off. So you can turn it off here or click here. You can also turn it on by typing Windows C. And so if I go into Teams, I can do exact same thing, Windows C, and Teams is resized. So every screen will be resized to let the companion on the side here. Um, so the UI is pretty straightforward. So it's leveraging BitChat Enterprise. You have examples of how you can prompt. You can learn more, and we'll go there in a second. You can give this your style of prompt you want to be entering in what kind of style, and you have the prompt here. You can talk, so you don't have to type it if you want. It's a limited edition of 4,000 characters, and encourage everybody to go there and check the the learn more, which is also here, learn more. So if I click on learn more, it will open this window with some examples. So we're gonna try those examples. That's where there's a Windows C, how you interact, chatting with Copilot in Windows, uh, and there's things like you can interact with Windows to ask him to do things like turn on dark mode. We'll try some of it. There's some examples like mute volume might be useful. I, I would say that most of the tasks here, you know, I'm not going to use them. Maybe some that are, yeah, that needs several clicks, like changing wallpaper, but I don't do that very often. But you have some examples here and some reminder about the privacy. I think that's one thing that is important. And also keep in mind that it's using leveraging ChatGPT, but your data is safe. It says it pretty clearly. And here you can see that Copilot use AI to respond, so mistakes are possible. So don't forget that. Do some fact checking. So what can we do with this after exploring the the UI of Copilot? So let me start to work with Edge. So I'm in Edge. The few things that are interesting. So for example, I can summarize the page. That's pretty cool. So here I'm summarizing this page. It was an announcement on Microsoft Mesh, and it's doing what ChatGPT is doing and all the tools are doing. So it's not a revolution here, but it's integrated. It's right there, and it's natural language. So it gives me a summary, um, and it's a conversational chat. So it remembers what you asked for. So I can say um in uh, let's say 50 words. Let's see if it can summarize even more. So hopefully it should understand that I'm asking the same question, but the output is in 50 words. So same thing, but in 50 words. So now if I say some in 30 words with no more than 4 bullet points. Let's see if it can do that. And quite frankly, I didn't try it before, so maybe I won't have a good answer here. But yeah, it's doing a decent job actually. So that's what you expect from the Chat GPT feature, and you can try what else you want to try in the Chat GPT world. What's interesting also is you can navigate in your page, and maybe you want to say select something, and you see when you select something, it goes here on the side, and so you can send it here, and then you can ask a question. So there's some interaction between Edge and Copilot for Windows. I hope it's gonna know that it should work on this. Not sure if it's the case. Uh, I need to check that, but and also what comes with it is it offers you some way to extend your chat. Like I guess in Bing Chat for Enterprise, it was a little bit the same. Uh, so here, I guess it can try to find more information on the web, and he found that there's a Microsoft Work Trend Index, so he's offering to look for what it is, etc., etc. So that's fine-tuning your chat, but what I wanted to show you is you can take this text, select this text, and put in Copilot so you can work on a part of the text, not just all the page. Also, there's things that are can be interesting. Uh, so, for example, imagine this is an image. So I'm going to make it an image, and for that, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to capture by printing my screen just this. And so he says, "Hey, this is an image. Do you want me to copy it to the chat?" So I say yes. And here you see the image, and I can say extract the text from the image. So there's an OCR uh, that is part of uh, Copilot. So when you put an image here, I just did that, but I can also drag and drop an image somewhere and ask something about it. Microsoft Mesh. So is that Microsoft Mesh Connect live like never before? So it's a good extraction. Learn more. And then there's a link here. So it's interesting to see what. Oh, okay. It shows the text when I click on it. Interesting. And learn more. I'm not sure what is this. Okay. Not sure what it is, but I guess one is the first part of the text, and two is the second, but it doesn't show the second. It does some work, so you can like in ChatGPT, you can like it to say, yeah, you did a good job, and make Copilot better. But you can also drag and drop an image just like that. So you're in a page, and then you ask something about the image. I'm not sure what is the capability here. Let's see if what it can do. So I'm gonna try to see what is this image about. So we'll see if you can extract more than text, but maybe some context. There's There are mountains. It looks like it's a bar outside. There's avatar. My own artificial intelligence can help me to figure this out. So what can it figure out? So image is about a 3D render scene of a group of people in a modern lounge with a fireplace. This is just amazing. It's amazing. I promise I didn't try that before. What an amazing analysis. I hope it's really I don't know, maybe it uses the context of the page. So let's try something else just because I'm so amazed. Let's try to find another image here because I think it had the count. Oops, it didn't work. Let me try again. Drop image here. So no, apparently it's not a well-formed image. Let's try to navigate a public website and let's see if I can take this image and put it here. Okay, what is this image about? So that's a Barcelona coach. I don't know if he can figure that out, but I will be very surprised if he can. There's probably something about privacy that can stop it to interpret an image with people. Okay, of two men on a soccer field. The man on the right has his face blurred to protect his privacy. Okay, the background shows a crowd of people and about this is pretty impressive. So there's a privacy because he's not going to tell me who this person is, but it can identify who is in the picture. Don't you think this is awesome? I just find this awesome. It can be very helpful for some people who have some trouble to look at their screen. This is just amazing. So that's, I guess there's a lot of other things to be discovered, but that's going to be my test on so far on Copilot in Edge. And one other thing that I found very interesting, I think there's first there should be something to reset your conversation if you want to change the subject. So I guess it's refresher. I'm not sure, but let's do that so to come back to a fresh environment. So this is what it did. Sometimes it shows new topics so you can clear your chat conversation. So just like in ChatGPT. So now I'm going to show you something that is also impressive to me, which is the integration of DALI for free in Copilot. So for Windows. So let me ask a question so it can generate an image. So um, create an image of uh, an old English sheep dog. I hope I spelled it right. So I'm gonna add more context where black fur is replaced by pink fur, eating a French baguette. So let's see what it does. So I don't know if you used DALI, which is an OpenAI 2 solution. Um, so yeah, it takes some time to process. There you see the prompt that is using DALI to generate this. And then it's, with like with Midjourney. So it's not really very good. As you can see, everything is in peak, including the head. Uh, Here is some part of the Old English sheepdog. I'm not even sure if they're all English sheepdog. So let me try another animal. I chose this one because that was my dog. I loved my dog. So and we see the baguette somewhere here. That's a good thing. Here, here, some other baguette, but it was not a good a good rendering. I don't know why they choose to have a boat behind the scene. I didn't ask anything about the boat, so let's try something else, and maybe I shall give more information. So create an image of a zebra with pink. How do you say that? Is it strikes? I don't remember how we say it. Eating a baguette and wearing a French beret in front of the Eiffel Tower. Let's see if we have more success with that. So you can see that it was created by Bing Image Creator based on powered by DALI. And every time there's all the suggestions, so I can change the color of zebra to blue and white, make it look like they're dancing. So it's a bit better. Oh, it's not. What did I say? Strikes. Make the stripes pink. I guess my English is not good enough to draft a good image here. But you also, I think you can fine tune. We'll see if it takes the context. So we see the Eiffel Tower, we see the zebra, we see the pink, we see the beret. The beret is pink. Oh, interesting. Attempting to reconnect. So as you can see, this is a preview, P-R-E, preview. So that's the limit of the preview. You might have some issues with the preview. So I'm gonna just select that again, copy. Maybe I'm gonna refresh, and I'm gonna re-enter this. So I think it's not strikes. Strikes means something else. It's stripes. So create an image of a zebra with pink stripes eating a baguette and wearing a green or a yellow French berry in front of the Eiffel Tower. Let's see if we had happy zebra, if it changes something. Hopefully this time it will be able to connect to Bing Curator image. So you can play with the image generator. What I want to know is what can I do with the image? I'm not sure. Let's say I have a Word document, so let's open a Word document to see if I can copy paste an image in the Word document or in PowerPoint actually. Probably better for PowerPoint. So it's processing. Oh, so this one is not a yellow beret, and this one is. So there might be some confusion. I'm not sure if it's a baguette here. Uh, so can you make? So it's smiling. It has fun. He's happy. So he was able to do that. Uh, let's try. The stripes are not really pink, so it doesn't do a very good job everywhere. So you can see there's some limitations, but I guess trying it will help you to figure out what's the best way to how to fine tune your quote, and you can fine tune here. So maybe if I do that, that's the last thing I'm gonna try here um, with blue stripes, but blue and black it's not very different, so I'm not sure it's gonna change a lot. What I want to know if I select one of the image, so let's take this one and I drag and drop it here. No, so I don't have the image that is coming, so I'm not sure I can leverage the image. We'll see that in a second with the new. Okay, so it's not really blue stripes. Um, so what happens if I do that? Okay, so it opens Creator, and that's where I can probably copy paste. Uh, it's doing a good job, except for the stripes. And so now there's a yellow beret and a blue beret. It can be better, but I guess that's, now I can say copy image and go to my Word document. And so it saves me some time. I guess in the future I will be able to do that directly in Word. Maybe I need Word for the web for that. But definitely it can be very useful. Maybe not to do that thing. Actually, oh no, here it's because I selected. As you see, every time I select, even in Word, if I select something, I can paste it here and I can add it to here. And what is in this image? So let's see to finish this. Let's see if Copilot can see what he contributed to create. But you saw the image recognition was pretty impressive. Um, but so you can extract information from an image. You can extract text. You can extract the context. So what does it say? This image is a photorealistic image of a zebra wearing a blue beret and holding. I won't say it's a realistic image. A baguette in his mouth. The zebra is standing in front of the Eiffel Tower, Paris, France. The zebra has blue stripes. So maybe it's blue, dark blue maybe. Okay, so that's a little bit of fun of with Dolly. Free. What's cool? It's free. You can extract text. You can extract the context, and maybe there's more to do with it. I don't know. Maybe I can say can I say write an Instagram post about a zebra touring in Paris with this image. So I'm not sure if you can create content including the image, but he has some context on my conversation, so he should be able to write a story about it. And then I try to create that. Here's the image I created. I hope you like it. Here's a possible Instagram post. Okay, so it doesn't really create the Instagram post. Um, so there's no really integration with something else. It can create the text, the story just like ChatGPT. But I guess the future is going to be, to integrate all those components, and that's what's going to make the value of AI, of generative AI, is when you don't have to go in different tools to do different things is to have everything integrated. Just like if I take the Microsoft 365, its Microsoft 365 benefits is to use all the pieces all together. Because if you take each piece aside, one by one, they're not the best one. Some are the best one, some are not. So what's missing in the generative AI and world is you don't have a tool that generates that federates everything. So hopefully will come. So last thing with Bing, the Bing, not the Bing, the Copilot, the Copilot companion is that you can ask this companion to do things in Windows. For example, if I don't remember how should I change my background image, my wallpaper on Windows. So how do I do that? So let's try that. So I'm gonna refresh just to start from a clear page. I don't need that anymore. Neither that, neither that, neither that. Nothing. So I have a wallpaper here and change my wallpaper with the Bing image of the day. So let's see if you can do that and how I can do it. So it's working in the background. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so it goes to the settings as you can see. It automates the opening of this window where I can get to change the background, and but it doesn't give me the new background as I ask him. So I ask him to download the Bing image of the day. So it explains what it did. On settings page for you, you can select the Bing image of the days as your wallpaper from there. So I'm not sure where it is, but at least it does. It goes to a place, maybe browse photo. No, browse photo is gonna go on my computer. So the Bing image of the day, I don't know if it's, yeah, I don't know. I was hoping that it getting new wallpapers every day from, yeah, it is. So I was hoping it will do that. Yeah, maybe it's because, oh, okay, that's what it's doing. Okay, so Bing wallpaper executor. Okay. So maybe that's what it could do in this context. So let's try to do something else. Turn on dark mode. I'm not sure if it's on or off actually. So if I say yes, so it doesn't change anything. I guess I was already in dark mode. Let's do that. Reverse turn off dark mode. Okay, so you see my taskbar change because I was in dark mode already. So it works. Turn on dark mode. So that can be useful for people because I don't even remember where I did it and when I did it. So that kind of help is definitely assistance is definitely helpful. And so my taskbar should be black. Okay, perfect. If what if I ask him to uh, run an app taskbar? So I didn't say launch taskbar, I just say taskbar. So it's pretty challenging because yeah, it's gonna tell me what it is, but it doesn't propose me to. open it. So maybe I need to ask him to launch task, or I'm gonna stop responding and I'm gonna ask him to launch an app. Just want to see what's possible. And again, this is just unboxing. Open the app. Yeah, it works. Cool. So you can launch an app like launch calc, but it might be a bit, oops, because it does other things. Launch calc. It might be too long because you have to type the text and select yes, and it does it. But sometimes it can be very helpful, especially, and I don't know why it generates an answer after it, but maybe I can talk to it. That might be more useful. Uh, Launch Word. So pretty cool. So I know you can comment your desktop by talking to it. And I don't know why it generates extra information because I guess it doesn't know if it's just tailored to Windows or if it's more in general. So I guess that's about it. You can try those features again if you want to have some ideas of what you can do. You're going to learn more. There was nothing about DALI, so there's probably more than what is here, and probably there's going to be more content coming in the future. It was just released as a preview last night, and you can play with Copilot and see if it's a good companion. So far, it was definitely some fun, and I can see where it can bring a lot of value. On top of that, you also have Bing Chat that can help you to do even more because you can, for example, you can write things like an email, or you have more capabilities here with the Compose feature where you can define the style, the tone, if it's an email, if it's a LinkedIn post, a bullet point. So maybe the combination, I'm not so sure why it's not blended yet. Maybe it will come in the future, but it looks very similar. So I guess this is new and it's going to evolve pretty quickly. And next is going to be, I think next week, there's going to be Copilot for Microsoft 365, which will be integrated in directly in Microsoft 365. And that's what I'm expecting to get the most value of. Hope this was insightful for this unboxing Copilot for Windows.